Hello and welcome to class. Today's class, we're going to be focused on core and inner thighs, a great combination. It's going to be a fast class and we're going to be using a Pilates ball. If you don't have a Pilates ball, go grab a ball out of your kid's play box or maybe grab a pillow or a blanket and fold it up kind of small. But if you're looking for a great Pilates ball, you can go to our website, pilatescure.com, and scroll over to our recommended products page. And this is under small equipment. These are great. They're great to travel with. They're easily deflate and blow back up. They're super versatile and you're going to love today's workout. So you're definitely going to want to do it again. You should for sure grab you one of these balls. My name is Andrea Nichols. I am the lead teacher and owners here at Pilates Cure, and I am so glad you're here with us today. So without further ado, I hope you have a mat laid out. We're going to start on your back and we're going to start with that Pilates ball. So what I'm going to do is lay down on my mat and I'm going to place the ball kind of right between my shoulder blades. So my low back is not touching anything and I'm not supported up in my shoulders. You can kind of see where that is. And then I am going to take and interlace my hands behind my head so my neck feels supported. And before we move a whole lot, I want you to imprint your low back. You'll feel your low back stretch right there as it like tries to find the low mat. And then I want you to arch off. You can see how I'm really like making a rainbow shape. Now I want you to kind of find a neutral where you don't feel like you're searching for the floor with your low back. There's definitely a space here, but you're not arched off. That's where we're going to keep our pelvis. So if I put a tennis ball or something right here, in theory, it's not going to roll off. All right, we're going to work on from the belly button upward. Again, I'm supporting my own head with my hands, and we're going to inhale as we go back over that Pilates ball. Think stretch open through the chest, and then exhale. Think push the sternum into the Pilates ball like you're trying to sit up off of it. And we're going to inhale as we roll back, open the elbows wide, and we're going to exhale as we draw the navel in and we curl up. Think lift off the Pilates ball. And we're going to inhale as we roll back because that feels so good. And then we're going to exhale, think lift off, but keep those elbows wide. We have two more. Inhale, roll back to stretch. And then exhale, think navel in, but don't let the low back fall to the floor. This is your last one. We're going to inhale as we reach back. And then exhale as we curl up. We're going to do the same thing, but add a knee. So we're going to inhale, roll back. On an exhale, curl up, lift your right knee to tabletop. Inhale, lower it down. This time left. We exhale as we lift up, knee up to table. And we inhale as we stretch back. So tabletop is a fancy way of just saying lift your knee above your hip. We're not changing the shape of your knee. You're just picking your femur up, your thigh bone up. So we're thinking of mobilizing your hip joint. Again, when you pick the leg up, you're not letting that change the shape of your low back. Your low back is still balancing. Your pelvis is still balancing that tennis ball. We're going to do one more set here, or one more side, I should say. All right, we're going to go to a high kick. So this time our right leg is going to kick up, and we inhale, come back. Exhale, left leg, kick up, and we inhale, come back. Your upper abdominals should be feeling nice and warm. And we exhale, high kick up. This feels good for the backs of the legs. We're kind of stretching open those hamstrings. All right, we're going to do one more set like this. And now we're going to go to a high kick on our right side, and we're going to pause here. We're going to lower the leg down, go back, high kick as we come up. We've got four more on this side. Inhale, stretch back, exhale, curl up. And three, inhale, take a big breath. Exhale like you're blowing out candles on your birthday cake. We have two. One more here. And we're going to exhale, bend that knee and place it down. Stretch back over the ball. Here we go on the left side. So we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, we high kick. And we inhale, reach. Exhale, high kick. And we inhale, stretch back. We have three. Exhale, navel into spine, but don't move the spine, just the upper spine. Last two. And the last one, we're going to bend that knee and come back. All right, we've got one more move to do here. It's a little rotation. So we're going to inhale to prepare. On an exhale, we're going to curl up, opposite elbow to opposite knee, and inhale, go back. Exhale, curl up, opposite elbow to opposite knee, and inhale, we go back. Think of looking to the elbow behind you. So you're not looking at where your elbow and knee are connecting, but you're looking to that back elbow. And that's just going to help you rotate a little bit more. Think of coming off of that Pilates ball. We're definitely not coming off, but think of you're trying to lift off. All right, we're going to do one more set like this. And then instead of a bent knee, we're going to do a straight leg rotation. And then a straight leg rotation. Just adding a little stretch for the back of the leg there feels really nice. All right, we're just going to do one more set. Here we go, last side. And then come all the way back. Now, I love to let my head reach the mat, stretch the arms out, and stretch the legs out for just a nice, good stretch there. And we're going to place the feet back to the floor. Inhale the arms up to the ceiling, curl up, catch the backs of the legs, and lift yourself tall. We're going to lay over onto a side. I'm going to have to adjust my microphone. I'm going to lay onto my right side. You can lay on either one, but I'm going to lay on my right side. And I'm going to put the ball in between my ankles. I'm going to prop up onto my forearm. Now, I'm kind of more on the back side of my mat. You could be right in the middle of your mat, is fine. But I want you to make sure that your feet, your knees, your hips, your ribs, your head, your shoulders are kind of in a straight line. Like we don't have our feet up here, or we don't have like our shoulder up here. We're in pretty much a straight line. So I kind of use the back edge of my mat to know where I am. So now you know my secret. All right, I'm propped up on my elbow. You could absolutely come all the way down to the forearm and that would be fine. Matter of fact, why don't I just start down here? Now, I want you to squeeze onto the ball just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, but enough that you're aware the ball is there. Top hand is your kickstand hand. Reach out of that top leg a little bit longer. And you're going to feel that top hip stretch out. You're going to feel that bottom hip stretch out. We're going to take another inhale to prepare. On an exhale, as you squeeze the ball, lift both legs. And as you inhale lower, reach your top leg longer. And we exhale, squeeze to lift, and we inhale lower. From here, we have 5 and 4. Keep pushing through this top hand for 3. Back of the neck is long for 2. On this last one, we lift and hold tiny pulses onto the ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we inhale, lower down. We're going to do another set, so you can stay down there, or you can prop up onto your forearm. If you're on your forearm, do you see that difference? Don't let your bottom rib sag. Don't let this top shoulder or this ear and the shoulder get together. So you're really pushing down to the forearm. Here we go. We're going to inhale, exhale, lift. This is harder, and we inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, squeeze the ball, reach the top leg longer, and we have 5. Top leg reaches, squeeze that ball for 4. Exhale up for 3. Exhale up for 2. All right, we've got the pulses on the last one. Are you ready? We're going to exhale up, lift, and we pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Is your legs still high? Mine are sinking, and we lower down. All right, good job. I want you to go ahead and roll over onto your back, but keep that ball at the ankle, and then lower yourself all the way down and bring your legs back up into that tabletop position. So again, tabletop is knee right over hips, heels in line with knee. If that is uncomfortable in your back, then bend your knees in deeper and that might be more comfortable. But if you're okay with this challenge, go ahead and take this challenge. We are going to keep our spine, our low spine, kind of wherever it is. We're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling, just from your belly, just from your sternum up. We're going to nod the chin to the chest and curl up. We call this upper thoracic flexion. We just did this on the ball. Feels a little different here. And we're going to begin to pulse the arms, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale out 2, 3, 4, and 10. You can stay here, or you can extend the legs to the ceiling. 20, in 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze into the ball for 30. Maybe you lower the legs for 5 and exhale out 2, 3, 4, and 40. And 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale out 2, 3, 4, and 50. And 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale out 2, 3, 4, and 60. And 2, 3, 4, 5. You choose the right legs position for you. 70. Squeeze into the ball. Exhale out 2, 3, 4, and 80. And then exhale out 2, 3, 4, and 90. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees in and lower the head and feet down. Now, if I were not teaching online, I would just roll over to my other hip, but I don't want to put my backside to you, so I'm going to turn around. If you want to stay facing the camera, I'd suggest you turn around too. So we're going to keep the ball at the ankle, and we're going to do our oblique work on the other side. So I'm going to start out all the way down on my forearm. And again, I'm kind of using my back of the mat to keep me honest, so I know that I'm in a pretty straight line. Top hand is my kickstand hand. We're squeezing into the ball. I don't really love where that ball is. Let's see if I can adjust it without dropping it. There we go, that's better. Reach that top leg longer. So this top side body is nice and long. Bottom side body is nice and long. We're going to inhale. We're going to squeeze the ball as we exhale, and we inhale lower. Squeeze the ball as you exhale, and we inhale lower. From here, we have 5. And we squeeze as we lift, reach the top side longer, and we have 3. Exhale for 2, keep reaching that top leg long. Last one, we're going to lift, we're going to hold, and we're going to pulse the ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. We have a second set. You could stay right here, and that would be great. Or since I did it on the other side, I'm going to do it on this side. I'm coming up to my forearm. So again, I'm trying to lift the bottom rib, shoulder down away from the ears. Kickstand hand here for leverage. We're going to inhale, exhale, lift. Does not lift as high when you're propped up. And we lift, squeezing into the ball. We lower. Exhale for 5. Exhale, squeeze that ball 4. Exhale up for 3. And we have 2. Last one, we're going to lift, we're going to hold, and we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax all the way down. Whew. All right, I can't see the cameras good, so I'm going to flip around. You could absolutely just lay on your back right there. I just feel like I can see better here. So we're going to lay all the way down on our backs. Head is going to be down, and we still have this ball at our ankle. So we talked about our tabletop before, where we have knees right above hips. We're going to pivot from this. We're going to come in to a nice deep hip flexion with the flexed ankle, and then we're going to push out, squeeze that ball. And we're going to come in, squeezing the ball, and we're going to push out, squeeze that ball. I'm going to adjust my ball. I'm about to lose it. And then we push out. Now, as we do this, we imagine we have a small drink or a tennis ball on our low belly. So we're not rocking, like our pelvis isn't rolling out. We're not arching off as we go out, but we're trying to stay really stable in our center. So we try to come in only as far as we don't rock. Go as low only as far as you don't rock. All right, we're gonna do 2 more just like this. Last one, just like this. And then we're going to add on. So we're going to come in and pause. We're going to rotate out a little bit. So we're dialed out. The ball's going more towards my heels. And you just kind of have to play with it and find your sweet spot. But I'm dialed out. My knees are now about shoulder distance. My heels are a lot more narrow. And we're going to push out. Think, squeeze that ball. And then we come back in, little frog. And we push out, squeeze the ball. And we come back in. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a lot more instability. There's a lot more wiggle and wobble here. And I just shifted my ball, and that actually made it a little bit worse. And we come back in. All right, we've got 3. This is definitely the harder position for me. Maybe it's easier for you. We have 2. This is our last one like this. And then we're going to come in and pause. We're going to squeeze the knees, open the knees, straighten the leg, and come back in. Squeeze the knees, squeeze the ball, straighten the leg, and come back in. And really, you're trying to keep a squeeze on the ball the whole time. Close the knees, open the knees, straighten the leg, and come back in. We have 3. Keep a tight squeeze on that ball, no matter where your legs are or what they're doing. We have 1 more, and we squeeze, open, straighten, and come back in. Great job. Take the ball out from the ankles and place your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Just drop both knees to one side, get a little stretch there. Drop the knees to the other side and get a little stretch there. And then I want you to place the ball down to the side, feet are flat to the floor. We're going to inhale the arms up to the ceiling. On an exhale, curl up, catch the backs of your legs, and sit yourself up. We're going to come to a quadruped position, bringing the ball kind of with you. And we're going to place it in between the knees. Now, I'm going to turn this way for just a second. It is not touching my mat on the knees. It is like coming into my inner thighs. I can stick my hand under the ball in between my knees. I hope that made sense. I don't know. I chose the wrong color to wear. I've got a black ball, black pants on a black mat. It makes it really hard for you guys to see. So I got the ball wherever you kind of find it comfortable, but I do suggest having it a little bit above the mat so it's not touching the mat. And I'm going to come into a quadruped position and tuck my toes under. I'm sure some of you can guess where this is going. All right, I want you to think, don't lock out your elbows. I'm really bad about that, so I'm going to do the best I can as well. And we're going to go ahead and think of engaging into the ball. So there's a gap between the legs because the ball is there, but we're trying to engage into that ball. We're going to take a nice big inhale. On an exhale, hover the knees. We're going to hold 5, hold 4, hold 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Notice it wasn't a rounding of the spine. It is a nice flat back. We inhale, exhale, hover the knees. This time we're going to pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then lower the knees. I don't love where my ball is. I'm going to adjust it. You can do the same. Push out of the shoulder girdles, so we're not dropped in the shoulders. We're not locked out of the elbows. You're really active right there through the back of that armpit. Think of trying to open a pickle jar with both hands. Really active. We're going to inhale, exhale, hover the knees, and we pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Push the heels back. Ooh, hello, calf muscles. And then we're going to shift back forward, hover the knees, and we pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the ball. Push the hips back. Drive down through the calves so you can get a nice stretch there. We're going to inhale, exhale, shift back forward, hover the knees. At any point, drop down if you need. And we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Push down through the heels. Push out of the shoulders. And we're going to shift back forward, hover the knees. This is our last set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze and hold, push back, lower the heels, get a nice good stretch. And then we're going to come forward, lower the knees down, and we're going to take the ball out. Good. I'm going to hit a button on my screen. I'm so sorry. There we go. That probably made the camera a little shaky. All right. Here we go. We are going to lay over onto our back down, and we still have the ball in between the knees. This is a very similar feel in a lot of ways. We're going to think arms down to the side, and we have the ball in between the knees. We're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale, pulse the ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, don't think spinal articulation up, think flat back up. So we push through the heels, lift the hips, make sure the pelvis is tucked nice and firm, and we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips, and we pulse for 10, 9. I can't get my microphone to stay in place. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and pulse for 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set like this. Lower and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Now, really active through the arms. If you want to repeat that move. If you want to go to the next move, it's a little harder. I'm going to slide my feet in a little closer to my glutes. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale, lift. I'm going to squeeze the ball, and I'm going to try to straighten my right leg. I'm going to bend it, and I'm going to lower the hip. I'm going to lift, left, lower, down, up, lift, lower, down, up, lift, lower, down. Really think squeeze into that ball as the leg lifts. One more side. We're not quite done. And down. Now we're going to lift. We're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze and hold. Can you tap a little bit more? Feel your glutes smiling, right? They're smiling here. And now we're going to extend the right leg and we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. Lift. Get those glutes to smile. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze and hold. Lift that left leg. Here we go. We pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Lift. Get those glutes turned on. And here we go. 4 last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips. Remove the ball. Pull the knees into the chest and stretch the low back. Place the feet back to the floor. Lift the hips, and the ball is going underneath the sacrum. So you can kind of see on me, it is not underneath my low back. Again, my low back is not supported, but it's kind of like right up underneath your bum. It's kind of on that, the bone that's on the opposite side of your pelvis. Here's your sacrum. It's kind of like a turtle shell kind of shaped bone. We're going to push down through the arms and see if we can bring both legs up in a tabletop and then extend both legs to the ceiling. We're going to inhale, lower the legs down, push down onto the ball. And we're going to exhale, lift the legs back up. When we inhale, lower, push down onto the ball. And we exhale, lift back up. From here, we have 8. Inhale, and then exhale, lift from the belly. And we have 7. And then exhale, use your low abs to help you lift. We have 6. Exhale, right from here, draw the hip bones and the rib bones towards each other. And we have, I don't know, is this 4? We're going to say this is 4. I started thinking about my abs. All right, last 3. Nice big. Exhale there. Last 2. And nice big. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Last 1. And we're going to exhale up to the top, pause. We're going to do some change pause. We're going to go right over left, left over right. Now to pace, we go right, left, As we're doing these little change pause, we're going to start to lower the legs. We're going to go down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 up. One more set with the feet pointed and up. Up, 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 flex through the heels, and up, 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 up. Last 3, and up, 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 up. Last 2. Are you still pushing down in that ball? And up, 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 up. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, up, 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 up and up. Good. Bend the knees in, hug the knees into the chest. You'll kind of roll off the ball. And then if you haven't already, go ahead and move that ball. If it didn't roll out, place it down to the side and give yourself a good hug. We're going to rock ourselves up, holding onto the backs of our legs. And I want you to come over onto your belly. And we're going to place the ball right up underneath your sternum. Good. So it's not underneath our belly. It's not right up underneath the chest, but it's kind of underneath the sternum. And your feet are going to come down to the mat. They could be zipped together. They could be wide. They could be toes tucked under if you feel like you're sliding. Ideally, I would have the toes long. And for now, I'm going to do wide. But it is harder if you want to do legs up together. That's totally fine. You could be right here. I want you to think lower down, nose towards the ball. Lift up to just a neutral, and then lift up into an extension. And then lower down. Oh, wait, let me open my legs. There we go. We're going to lower it down. And then lift up. And then lift up. Look towards the end of the mat, baby beyond. We have 2 more. And then we lift up. Look to the end of the mat, maybe beyond. Last 1. Drawing the navel up. We reach up. And then we're going to lower down just to that like diagonal place. And we're going to shave ahead for 8. And 7. Elbows high, 6. And 5, last 4, navel up, last 3. If your inner thighs aren't shut, zip those legs together. Last 2, and 1. Reach the arms out straight, circle them around, find the edge of your mat, and push back. for a self stretch. And you guys made it. You did it. How do you feel? So that was a quick class with core, little abs, right? We hit our main abs, upper abs, lower abs. We hit our obliques, and then inner thighs. Of course, we got a lot of different range of motion in there as well. I hope you enjoyed that class, though. If you did enjoy this class and you want to take other classes with us, we have an entire on-demand video library that you can find on our website, pilatescure.com. And within that on-demand video library, there's Pilates classes with small props, like this Pilates ball or the spine corrector. There's Pilates classes without any props. There's fitness-based classes. There's bar classes. There is just fusion classes, a wide variety of classes, and we hope to see you in there. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Again, my name is Andrea. You can find me on Instagram at Pilates Cure, or you can email us at info@pilatescure.com. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to move with us, and we look forward to seeing you back here at the online studio of Pilates Cure very soon.